What's up, gamers? Welcome to another episode of the Rant with ThatGameDragon. So, got a few things we're gonna get off our mind today, or at least off my mind. Hopefully, they interest you as well. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the Steam Deck. Right now, oh Lord, hearing so many things. The internet has gone wild already with the Steam Deck. And I will say I was fortunate enough to snag one of those invitations for $5. I got the 512 gigabyte. Now, here's where it gets interesting, right? We heard that they were all going to start shipping out in December, but looks like that might not be the case for everyone. It looks like different folks are getting different dates. I actually have Q1 of 2022. I know a couple of people that have gotten all the way up to Q3 of 2022, which is a little bit insane when you think about it. But it's one of those things where we're just going to have to deal with it if you really want the hardware. Now, here is where I get a little frustrated with my fellow gamers, because I already heard people complaining about the pricing. Oh, it's expensive. It's this, it's that. What they don't realize is how expensive it is to put a unit like this out, and it's probably a big loss for Steam, just like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S are for Microsoft and for PlayStation or Sony. And so I don't really get what the complaint is. I mean, to have the unit start at $399, I think is amazing, right? And then you can throw some SD cards. Yeah, they won't be the fastest, but it gives you an option for simple expandability, which is great, right? Like, this is something that the Switch already has, which we love. I think 64 gigs at $399 for what the system is decently generous, considering what you're getting from other manufacturers. I mean, there are a couple copycats out there that I was trying to tell folks before that go all the way up to, $1,300, $1,400 if you want a terabyte or 2 terabytes in them. And I don't think they're going to be nearly as powerful as what we're seeing here with the Steam Deck. So, I think a lot of folks really just need to chill out. I mean, this thing looks great for the cost point. I think it's going to really change the industry a little bit, because it's going to show Nintendo that there's another kid on the block that's going to be competitive, that's not afraid to come after their market share. And, we need competition. Competition is good for gaming. So, whenever we get competition, we get great consoles, we get great first-party games. And I think things are starting to heat up, and it's going to be a very, very great holiday season, at least if you're a gamer. And I mean, what else can we ask for, right? When you think about it, all the things that you wanted in something portable like this are basically there. Now, a lot of folks are complaining about the 720 output. Listen, if you want to play those crazy AAA titles, that is really the only way that I think you're going to be able to do so. So I think folks need to take a step back. Let's see the units get out there. Let's see what they look like. Let's get people playing them and see what the performance is. From what we've seen so far, IGN put out a couple great videos on not just the developers and how it was created, but also on gameplay and performance and things like that. And I think we're going to see a lot of those videos surface all the way up to launch. So we just need to, keep our eyes glued to the screens and see the news as it comes. Now, moving away from the Steam Deck, and even though that's been taking the majority of most of the conversations that folks are having these days, Nintendo had a small little launch. And I say small jokingly, right? Because we had the launch of Skyward Sword, right? And this is one of those classic, I guess, Zelda games that folks didn't expect to get recreated because of the motion controls and things of that nature. And yet it was. Here it is in HD. Nintendo New York had an awesome launch party, I guess, for it. Folks that went there were able to pick up some swag, get Joy-Cons, which I ordered Joy-Cons. I wasn't able to snag them myself in the store, but I ordered Joy-Cons, and they were also able to get the latest and greatest amiibo that is going to match that set. So congratulations, Nintendo. I still think, your OLED Switch is not the best thing for gamers, but again, I've always said their first party releases of their games have always been exceptional. And this is something that I think a lot of folks, their Zelda fans, were waiting for. And it's definitely great to see some of these classics that people loved coming back and making their way to systems that are new. And speaking of systems that are new, right, one of the things that I want to talk about was, guys, I'm very passionate about Ultimate Game Pass. I think it's a wonderful deal for gamers. I think it's one of those things where, if you have the ability to play it, order it, pay for the service, then you definitely should. It's an amazing service. One of the things I'm excited for is next week is the release of a game called Ascent, and Ascent is built in a cyberpunk world, and I think it's one of those titles that's just everyone's been kind of waiting for. I've been waiting for, and it's going to be one of these things that's just super exciting, and it's the beginning of where I guess Microsoft is trying to go to show gamers how serious they are about being there and what they're bringing to the table with their first party games. And I think it's amazing. And so if you've seen it, I apologize, but I feel that folks that have not seen it should get a look again at the trailer for Ascent, because it's just one of those trailers that is amazing, and if you haven't had the chance to take a look at it, you really should. And so I'm going to be that conduit for you and get that done, and hopefully, you'll enjoy it and you'll be able to tell us what you think.
You have shown an aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations.
I love the look of this game.
We wish to test
I
your
think it's
abilities.
amazing. Ooh, that's July 29th, folks. All right, well, that's my rant for today. Be safe, take care of yourselves, be kind to one another. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, give us a like, drop some comments so I know what you're thinking and what you'd like to hear me talk about, and I will see you next time.